All right, so we've talked about desire and we've talked about faith, two absolutely massive steps in Napoleon Hill's philosophy. But now we get to the engine room. We're talking about autosuggestion. This is the actual tool that lets you command your subconscious mind, and today we're going to break down exactly how to use it.
So let me ask you a question, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. Do you control your thoughts, or do they kind of control you? Are you the one consciously directing your focus, or are you just letting random stuff from the outside world dictate what goes on in your head? And that right there, that's the exact problem autosuggestion is built to solve.
You know, Napoleon Hill had this absolutely brilliant way of explaining this. He asked you to picture your mind like a rich, fertile garden. Now, if you don't make a conscious effort to plant the seeds you want, beautiful flowers, amazing fruit, what happens? Well, weeds will just take over. It's the default setting.
And this really shows the two paths you can take. Your conscious mind is basically the gatekeeper to that subconscious garden. Now, the unguarded mind on the left, that gate is wide open. It lets all the weeds of negativity, fear, and doubt just pour in from your senses. The result? A life of poverty and fear. But the guarded mind on the right, that's different. That person is a vigilant gatekeeper, consciously choosing to plant only the seeds of purpose, desire, and faith. And Hill is crystal clear on this. That single choice is the fundamental difference between a life of riches and a life of poverty.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? How do you become that vigilant gatekeeper? How do you take command of what gets planted in your mental garden? Well, the answer, the tool itself, is autosuggestion. You can think of it as the control panel for your own mind.
So here's how Hill defines it. It's not some kind of mystical chant or wishful thinking. It's a communication tool. It's the bridge, the hotline, that connects your conscious thinking mind with your subconscious mind, that powerhouse that works 24/7 behind the scenes to make things happen. Autosuggestion is how you give that powerhouse its marching orders.
But here's the thing. This is the part that honestly almost everyone misses. They think you can just repeat a bunch of words and poof, magic happens. It doesn't work that way. There is a secret ingredient, a catalyst that actually makes your subconscious pay attention.
You could say I am wealthy 1,000,000 times a day, but Hill's point here is absolutely crucial. If you say it with zero emotion, if you don't feel it, your subconscious mind literally doesn't even hear it. It's like sending a blank email. It just gets ignored, deleted. The words themselves are powerless. So this is the magic formula, right here. Your thoughts have to be fused with powerful emotion. They need to be emotionalized, as Hill puts it. You have to charge them with unwavering faith and intense feeling. That is the language your subconscious speaks. When it feels that emotion, it finally goes, oh, okay, I get it. This is a real order, and it gets to work.
Okay, this all sounds great, but what does it actually look like? How do you do it? Well, the good news is Hill doesn't leave us hanging. He lays out a very clear, very practical plan that you can literally start using tonight.
So here's the blueprint. It's simple. Twice a day, right before you go to sleep and first thing when you wake up, you find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. You close your eyes and you repeat your written statement of purpose out loud. And as you're saying the words, you have to see and feel yourself as if you already have what you want. You also have to see yourself delivering the service or the product you plan to give in return. You're not just reading a script, you're creating a vivid mental movie and playing the lead role. To make this really hit home, Hill uses a classic example. Say you want to acquire $50,000. Don't just say the number. In your mind's eye, see it. Feel the weight of it. Imagine what you'll do with it. This whole process is designed to build what he calls a money consciousness, where your desire completely saturates your mind and becomes a burning obsession. So why is this one principle so incredibly important? Well, Hill calls it the keystone. In a stone arch, the keystone is that one central piece at the very top that holds the entire structure together. Without it, everything just crumbles. That's how important autosuggestion is.
And that's why it's so critical. It's the active link. It's the bridge that connects the thing you consciously want with the unbelievable, untapped power of your subconscious mind. It's how you get that powerhouse and what Hill calls infinite intelligence to actually cooperate with you and help you achieve your goals.
But, and this is a huge but, you have to understand something really important about your subconscious. Think of it like this incredibly powerful servant. It will do anything you ask, but it has one major flaw. It doesn't judge. It will act on any emotionalized order you give it, whether that order is full of faith and purpose or full of fear and doubt. It can't tell the difference. It just acts. And that is precisely why being the gatekeeper of your thoughts is so incredibly essential.
And what does all this mean? It all boils down to one powerful truth. You are the master of your fate. Why? Because you, and only you, have the power to influence your own subconscious mind. By consciously choosing what you feed it, you are literally directing the creative force that builds your entire reality.
I want to leave you with this final thought from Hill because it's just so powerful. The only limits that truly exist are the ones we accept, the ones we acknowledge in our own minds. So the real question for you is, what limitations are you ready to stop acknowledging?